Good evening, soldiers. My name's Amanda Smith, and I will be hosting the live feed portion of tonight's Mingle for a Mission. We've got a ton of celebrities to interview, and I'm holding your top secret questions to ask them. I'm also going to be pulling fans from around the room and getting their take on the evening as well. So let's get started. Our first celeb up is none other than the founder of Brug's Army and the star of Seed, Amanda Brugel. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, of course.
First question for Amanda is, Angelina Nicolau asks, maker of Armies, if you could choose a movie title for the story of your life so far, what would it be?
Holy fuck.
We're off to a great start.
No. Okay, wait a minute. Angelina Nicolau, for everyone out there, is the gorgeous talent behind all of our logos. See, I'm putting you on blast, Angelina. Oh my God. Life is beautiful. And I'm going to start to cry. Life is beautiful because life is beautiful. And even in the dark moments, if we look at how lucky we are all to be here and to brush up against one another and know each other, the bad moments, the sad moments, we're just so blessed to be here. So life is beautiful.
Nice. Okay, Linda Powis asks, would you rather live without music or without TV?
These are good questions, you guys. These are good questions. Okay, music or TV? Absolutely TV. Music is therapy to me, and I take it, it lifts me to places that television, even though I'm an actor and there's some beautiful performances on TV, music is, there's no language barriers, there's no race barrier, there's no emotional barrier, it can't be off-putting. Well, I suppose it can to a certain extent, but music, I really believe that music was put here to heal us and to let us communicate with one another on a level that is nonverbal, so music.
Final question is from Monique. Monique asks, what would you say is your proudest accomplishment in life so far?
Why are these questions so emotional? My child, my son, he is brilliant. He is beautiful. He has a wonderful heart already at only 2, and I truly believe that I was put here in order for him to be on this earth. And I know a lot of mothers think that, but he is the best man that I've ever known.
Very nice. That was Amanda Brugel from Seed, and we'll be back very soon with Zoe Palmer.
Do you mind if I say something?
Oh, I'm so sorry. The founder of Brug's Army would like to say something. We're going to let her say something.
Okay, so to everybody out there, I hope that there's people watching. At least I know Angelina is watching. I can't even begin to tell you how proud and honored and blessed I feel by you jumping on board so quickly to this foundation. I want to let you know that there is a lot coming down the pipeline. There's a lot for you to do. There's going to be an international event next, and from the bottom of my heart, I have love for all of you. And I just wanted to thank you and let you know that you've changed my life. So that's it.
All right, we're back with Zoe Palmer, and I have 3 questions for you, Zoe.
Okay, I'm ready.
Question number 1
Yeah.
is from Angelina Nicolau.
Where's she from?
I don't
we don't
know.
know.
I don't know.
Hi, Angelina.
She's back. Okay. And she asks, you're quick on your feet. Can you describe your life within a 6-word sentence?
Dogs, cats, anxiety, Meryl Streep, and sex. And you.
Excellent. Next question. Kristen Avery asks,
Yeah.
who would be your dream actor and actress to guest star on Lost Girl? Yeah, 2, so 2.
Okay.
And what kind of fae would they be?
I think that Johnny Depp should come on and play Vex for a day, just because I'd like to see that. Or that Vex and Johnny Depp should have a Vex off, and manipulate one another. And then I don't know, maybe Susan Sarandon. I don't know why even. I'm not really even sure, but I think she'd be great on Lost Girl. She could do something. She could be sexy fae, which is different from succubus fae.
Right.
She just is sexy, but she doesn't do it. Yeah. That would be my choice.
Awesome. Okay. Last question.
Yeah.
Lynn Clay asks 2 questions.
Okay.
What is your favorite and least favorite word and why?
Okay, my favorite word is sneaky because I just love the way it sounds and I love what it means and I just think it's adorable. And then my least favorite word is pamper.
Pamper.
When people say I'm going to pamper myself for the day, I get aggressive. I don't know why. I'm like, shut up. What does that even mean? Shut up. That's what I think.
Sneaky, pamper.
Yeah, pamper.
Thank you very much, Zoe Palmer.
You're welcome.
And we're coming back with Kristen Booth.
Oh, you're going to love her. She's the best.
She's the best.
Thanks.
Hi guys, we're back with Kristen Booth. And I have 3 questions for Kristen. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Shoot. Question number 1 is from Dion, and he asks, Kristen, you're a new mom. How do you balance work life with motherhood?
Okay, how do I answer that in a minute or less? Because it's a very, very complicated question. Balancing motherhood and career is an ongoing challenge. It takes constant give and take, and I try to really, really appreciate and just like take in all the great time I have with my daughter and appreciate that moment for what it is. And then same thing when I'm working. I try to, focus on what I'm doing and love it, and then go home later. And so it's always about changing your focus and your attention and all that kind of stuff. And it's it's a balancing act, but it's amazing. I wouldn't change it for the world.
It sounds like it's a bit of a tightrope balancing act.
Yes, at times it can be.
Okay, question number 2 is from Kim. Kristen, you have won multiple awards, both for drama and comedy. Which one are you prouder of?
I'm proud of being recognized by my community for anything. That being said, I think there is a very special place in my heart for the film called At Home by Myself with You. It was a film that was made on pocket change. We shot it in less than 3 weeks, and it was just this tiny little thing, and I like to compare it to the little engine that could, because it just kept getting momentum and momentum and momentum. And the fact that I won a Canadian Comedy Award for that film, and that I was able to publicly thank my director, Chris Booth, and the
No relation, by the way.
relation.
How crazy is that?
But that was I think the highlight, for me. And I personally think that comedy is actually harder than drama. And so there you go. That's the one I'm the most proud of.
Awesome. Last question for Kristen is from Lawrence. I'm getting there. What job other than acting would you love to do?
Well, that's an interesting question, because just yesterday I was like, I want to do this. My family, we went for ice cream, my daughter and my parents. We drove for ice cream, and we were on a rural road out where my parents live, and we were driving home, and this tiny little raccoon baby walked across the road, and he was abandoned, he or she, I don't know what, but we looked for his mom, and we looked for his little brothers or sisters, but there was nobody. And we picked him up and we took him home, and I was bottle feeding him. Now, if you look on my Twitter account, Kristen T. Booth, at Kristen T. Booth, you can see pictures, and I'm going to post a new one tonight of me bottle feeding the little tiny baby raccoon. And tomorrow he will go to the wildlife sanctuary in the area where my parents live, and they'll raise him until he's ready to go back into the wild.
Okay.
So I want to do that. I want to rehabilitate little tiny baby animals.
So Kristen Booth, actress, or Kristen Booth, raccoon rehabilitation angel. And check out her Twitter at Kristen T. Booth, correct?
Yeah, that's it.
Thanks, Kristen. We are coming back with Adam Corson from Seed.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Adam Corson, star of Seed. Are you ready for your questions?
I am ready for my question.
Okay. Next question is from Amy Waters, who wants to know, what was your favorite Seed scene to film and why?
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it's hard because there were so many fun scenes. I would have to say probably my favorite was in the last episode where I do this stunt where I fall down, and then what didn't actually make the last episode Because in the last episode, I just fall down. It just comes right after Zoe and Michelle have said that they're not going to use my sperm, and I say, you want my stuff, and I trip down. And the entire thing is me tripping down, getting up, bumping my knee on the coffee table, face planting into the couch, and then rolling over the coffee table, which was my own stunt. I did it. For some reason, didn't make the last episode.
But you know what, Adam? I saw it on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
It made it to YouTube.
Yeah, I put it on my Facebook page. I put it everywhere. So check it out.
Last question is from Roger, and he wants to know, do you think Harry would want to have more kids that aren't sperm donors, considering all the kids you have already?
Well, Harry would probably think to have more kids would mean he would get to have sex. So that's where he would go to. And that would be really cool. And I think he would probably forget about the whole kids thing. You know what? Here's the thing. Harry is such a loving guy. He really is so caring that even though he has, from what he knows, 3 kids, could be a lot more, I would say that if he found that special someone, he would want to have more kids. He would.
Anybody interested?
Anyone? We're taking numbers.
Thanks very much, Adam. We are going to be back with Elvira Kurt. Thank you. Hi, guys. I know I said we'd be back with Elvira, but we can't find her. The woman's partying too much. So instead, we are going to speak with Inga Quadrano. Hi, Inga.
Hi.
We're live. We're mingling. We're mingling with a mission here. Okay, 3 questions for Inga, beginning with Joanne wants to know, Inga, what was it like transitioning from being Aoife, a crazed, deranged, lunatic succubus, to a really killer, sexy, gung-ho cop out for blood?
It was a blessing. It's the best feeling when you're an actor and you get cast in 2 such different roles. So, it's not like I live as Aoife when I'm off camera, but I just feel so lucky to be able to play that range and to play that kind of over-the-top cartoonish character and then go into Orphan Black's character, which is very real, honest, and dropped in a different way. So it was amazing. I feel really blessed and I'm lucky to have that opportunity.
Nice. Next question is from Tyra. Tyra asks, what were your favorite lines said by your character in Orphan Black?
That would have to be when I was in the morgue to the morgue attendant. I said, have you ever seen a cadaveric spasm? And I say it with such intrigue and this strange kind of lust for it. And I think it comes out later that my character has an obsession with corpses and dead people. And I hope they explore that more in season 2 as to why.
Very cool. Yeah. Last question for Inga is from Lacey Warren. You are a busy working mom. How hard is it to balance work life with motherhood?
Again, I just feel really lucky. I feel lucky to be able to say I am a working mom. I can have children and I can have the career that I want. And my children do not suffer for it. I make sure that they are well taken care of. My husband's an actor too, so we decide to take turns with projects. So they always have a parent home.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I turn down a lot of work because of it, but this is the sacrifice I've chosen to make while they're little. And they're the future, they're my love, they're my heart, so they're the most important thing. And I just feel really lucky that it's worked out well, that he can work, I can take a break, I work, he can take a break, and we've just been really fortunate.
Can I just point out, this is the second mom we have interviewed. She popped out a kid.
2.
Even better. Thank you very much, Inga.
Thank you.
And now we will be back with Elvira. Hi guys, we are mingling, we are having fun, and as promised, we're back with Elvira Kurt.
Yes, as promised. What do you mean as promised?
I told everyone that I was going to ask you questions about 15 minutes ago, and then we couldn't find you because you were partying
so
hard.
Threatened, not as promised, as threatened. So here I am. You got me. What do you need to know?
We found you. Okay, 3 questions, beginning with, Besato asks, what did you eat today?
What did I eat today? Well, I went to Center Island, which is an amusement park. Even when you got kids, it's all about entertaining them. So I had street meat,
which is great for kids.
They love it. When you're 4 years old and someone gives you a hot dog, you're like, this is the greatest thing in the world. When you're my age, which is 50, and someone gives you a hot dog, you're like, all right, I'll eat it. But you know the difference, right? It's not as awesome. But that's what I had.
Okay, cool.
What did you eat today? Has
Very
anyone asked you
authentic.
that?
No.
What did you eat?
What did I eat today? I had my mother-in-law's Middle Eastern cuisine.
Like what?
It's not unlike a hot dog, actually. It was a bunch of ground beef and garlic, and they roll it into a long...
My guess is we know where that beef came from. We know what parts of the cow were used. I bet your mother-in-law used an actual part of a cow. An edible
This is
part.
true. This is
Okay.
true. It
I
was
bet
definitely it was a
amazing.
cut above
Nice.
Toronto Island meat. But
Totally. Okay, so there's that.
okay, and some salad and corn.
Wow, delicious.
It was.
I need to meet your mother-in-law. That's obvious.
Okay. Simone asks, what song is currently playing on your iPod?
Well, Simone, it's a tie right now. And again, it comes back to my kids. Right now, it's David Guetta's Titanium because it features Sia, who I happen to know personally because she played at the Michigan Women's Music Festival.
Nice.
And I fell in love with her. And now my daughter, who's 7, listens to the song and she says, oh, that's our friend singing. And so
Aw.
we have it on constant play. But it ties with Pitbull featuring Christina Aguilera singing that song that they're doing together.
Which song is that? Tilt Your Head Back?
Feel something. Just feel something.
Okay.
Anyway, no, it's not Tilt Your Head Back.
Oh no.
If my 7-year-old wants
Sorry.
me to play a song that says Tilt Your Head Back, feel free to call Children's Aid, okay, right now, because that would be the worst mother. Even Lindsay Lohan's mother would be going, that's terrible.
On top of the hot dog. Okay, final question is from Alex, and he wants to know what comedian inspired you to pursue comedy?
Okay, so again, because of my age, 50, we're going back into the vault. Lucille Ball,
Yeah.
she was the first woman that ever made me laugh, and I wanted to be like her. And then so in a straight line from Lucy, it was Carol Burnett, and then Gilda Radner on Saturday Night Live. And Gilda Radner was the first comedian that I saw that made me think that I could actually do it. Like those other ones they were making me laugh. The other ones were inspirational. But watching Gilda on Saturday Night Live made me think, well, there's a place that she does that, Second City. I could go to that and do that. And that was the first actual connection I made. And so began the long road to disappointing my mother watching Saturday Night Live. So that's
I don't believe that for a second.
No, it's true. Because you have a mother-in-law who feeds you. I've got a mother-in-law who just shakes her head.
Thank you very much, Elvira
My
Kirsch.
pleasure. Thank you, and enjoy your breakfast.
Yeah, thank you. Carry on mingling.
I will.
I hope you're having fun, guys. We'll be back very soon. Hi, guys. Okay, you know how the tagline of Mingle for a Mission is till the wheels fall off? The wheels are starting to shake here. It's getting kind of out of control.
It really is.
We have Megan Fallenbach with us. And our first question for Megan is, Megan, you are a voice actor, an on-camera actor, and now a stand-up comedian.
What?
What
What
is your favorite hat to wear?
Oh my God! What is my favorite? You know, that is an excellent question because I love to work, so I would say whatever hat is tossed to me, I will put on. But if I had my choice, I would do all of it. I really, I love all three mediums very, very much. And when we talk about, say, the film part of it, I love the film. I love I love doing television as well. I also love the great thing. What I love about doing stand-up is it puts me on stage because I also love doing theater. So, and then voice is probably by far the most freeing of all of them. So I guess if you want an actual answer, I will say voice work as far as because I could play an armadillo. and I could not do that on camera. I could maybe get away playing an
She's a
armadillo.
slut. She's a total slut.
I am a
That's
am
what
a
she's not
performer.
saying.
What she's saying
She's
is
a slut.
performer slut. I love that. Elvira
Wheels are
wants
coming
to
off.
be in on my. This is my interview, Elvira. You had your time, but she obviously didn't feel like she got enough time earlier. But that's all right. I love her, and it's fine. She can have as much time of mine as she wants. But I know voice acting, armadillo. Yeah, I could be an armadillo, and or a 7-year-old boy, or a 6-year-old aunt. I mean, the voice acting is really amazing. I love being behind a microphone. I love just being able to not even worry about how I don't have to worry about my physicality, how big it can be, because I've got a lot of physicality. And when you do film and television, you have to be there's a technique to it. There's really no. With voice, it's a different technique. It's all vocal, and that part I come by that very naturally. As you can tell, I have a very booming voice. So, is there an answer there? Have I given you a little something?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Now, speaking of voice, Megan, Courtney Stauber wants to know, is voice work hard to break into? That's a really good question.
That is a really great question. It is hard to break into, Courtney. Unfortunately, I don't know where you're from and what. If you will probably want to be in a bigger city that does that kind of a thing, being like Toronto, Vancouver, or I think Ottawa has some stuff, maybe the East Coast, but really Toronto and Vancouver are probably the best places in Canada to do voice work. And it's a hard one to crack into, but that being said, if you want to do it, you should get into it. I mean, if this is something you'd like to do. Where's she from? From New York?
North York.
North York. Oh yeah. Well, you're from
Courtney's from North York. Yeah.
Okay, Courtney from North York. You're fine. That's Toronto, Greater Toronto. So you're just fine. And you probably live down the street from me. I do. I'm from North York. And I got into voice work, and I'm doing it, and so can you. I mean, if this is what you want to do, you got to find yourself an agent, find yourself some classes, and do these classes. And when you're at home, practice reading out loud and practice reading. Like reading out loud is a great way to do it. When you read, I don't know, pick up a kid's book, play one of the characters. Just you can always kind of hone your craft.
I've actually heard Pirate Voice is a great school for voice actors.
It is actually, yeah. I know one of the girls, Tracy Hoyt, is a friend of mine, and she runs classes at a Pirate, and she's an incredible voice actor and an actor, a writer. I mean, she's amazing, and yeah, you could definitely take a great class out of there. It's a great place to start.
Okay, so Courtney, you can check out Pirate as in ARG, Pirate Voice.
Arr. See, even that, we could play pirates doing voice work. That's so great.
Arr. Arr. I'm hired. Okay, last question for Megan is, Megan, you attended a workshop called Women in the Director's Chair in Banff.
I did.
What was that like?
Oh my gosh, it was the most exciting and liberating experience for me as an actor. And what is so great about it is it's actually a director's workshop. The Women in the Director's Chair workshop is a workshop for people who want to direct more and write. A writer also, which is always a great. But you write your own stuff, you direct it. But the first part of it is the writing part. So you sort of I don't know exactly what the breakdown is of time, but you spend quite a few months kind of working on something that you've written and getting the script nice and viable. And once the script is viable or feels good, everyone goes to Banff and they hire actors out of Canada to be, and as an actor you get paid a little honorarium. You also get flown to Banff, so you actually make a bit of money. You don't spend very much money, and you get to work on all these projects and just work. And it's great if you're a new actor, it's great if you're a seasoned pro, because they're just so creative, and you get to watch these new directors in training. You get to work with these fresh new scripts. It's a really liberating experience, and you get to live in Banff. In January, you get a couple of days off if you're a skier or snowboarder like me. I'm a shred Betty, total shred Betty. I got off, got to do some shredding, and I also got to just be really creative. And it's especially good, as an actor. I will say, sometimes we don't always feel like an actor because we don't always get rewarded for how hard we work and how amazing we are, which we are. And don't you ever forget that. You really are. And keep working hard, and remember, and if you did something like the Women in the Director's Chair workshop, and as a hired actor, it's such a great place to feel like an actor again and just be rewarded for your hard work, and you get to see your hard work. They film it and everything, and you get to make these directors hone their craft as well, and I highly recommend it. So you can Google that. Google Women in the Director's Chair Workshop, and you can find it, and you can submit. And it happens in January. So I think you need to submit by somewhere around September, so get on it.
Very cool. Thank you very much, Megan.
You're very welcome, Amanda. Nice to meet you
Nice to
tonight.
meet you too.
And thanks, everyone. Thanks for calling in.
Hello, everyone. We are back with Trina Keating from the sci-fi show Defiance. I have 3 questions for Trina, including Sam asks, how many times, if any, do you crack up at your character's jokes in Defiance?
Often, but I actually think I crack up at the other actors more than I crack up at myself. I feel very lucky that I get the writers to write me all these crazy, wonderful lines, but I think I'm laughing at Graham Greene and Grant Bowler a lot more than I'm laughing at myself.
Very cool. You know what? This party is so off the hook. There's someone in our light again. Are we dark? Are we dark, guys? We're good. Okay. Okay, next question is from Tyra. Tyra asks, do you know how your character's backstory will go? We've gotten glimpses that she might have been a bad person during the wars.
Well, I do have a little bit of an idea. Of course, I know how it goes in season 1. But I really didn't know as the season was going on. Like, each script changed so much from episode to episode that I really didn't have any idea. I just went into it going, am I a good guy? Am I a bad guy? And the lovely thing about sci-fi is that whether you're a good guy or a bad guy, that can switch very quickly. But the answer is, I have an idea.
Last question is, Catherine Doug asks, you look wildly different from your character, obviously.
I hope so.
Do you love or loathe the makeup and hair process?
I wouldn't say I loathe it. When I first started doing it, I had never done a prosthetics show before, so I was more terrified than loathing it. But I really love the prosthetics team. I would never let them know that. I hope they don't see this because I like them to think that I hate them. But I do
They'll
like
go faster
them.
that way.
Yeah, exactly. I do like them, so the process has become not so bad.
How long does it actually take?
It takes 2 to 3 hours to do it from start to finish. The first time in the chair, it took 5 hours, so that was a long one. But now, 2 hours on a good day, and about half an hour at the end of the day, they cut me out of it and throw it out and start all over the next day.
And that's on top of your shooting day. How long is that portion?
Sometimes my shooting day, the longest I think I've been there is about 16 hours. So it can make for some early pickup times and some late nights, but it's worth it. I think the show looks great, so.
I guess you consider yourself lucky then that the bags under your eyes are getting covered up.
Absolutely. I never have to worry about bad skin or bad hair, so that's kind of fantastic.
Bonus! Trina Keating, everyone. I really hope you're having a good time. It's getting hairy around here. I will be back very soon. Okay, fans, we are back with Vanessa Matsui and Stephanie Ann Mills. My first question from the fans is for Vanessa. Okay.
Oh, right.
Okay. Eric asks, do you think your character would be good with children?
That's a great question.
Sorry, I should clarify your character on C.
Would be good with children. You know,
I wish you would ask me that.
I sometimes think that either Irene would be incredible with children, like she'd school everybody. Like Rose will have a kid and she's really bad with the kid, but then Irene, can take care of everything. Exactly.
I totally think that's how it would
I
go.
think that's how it would go.
Yeah.
Or, because Irene's really cool, and I feel like she could relate on that level and be able to have fun.
Nice. Okay, for Stephanie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Emily asks, is your personality similar to your character Zoe's in any way?
See, these are funny questions because I feel like other people would answer them so much better. Like, I think
I have an answer.
I feel.
Is that a Zoe thing to say?
Maybe. I feel maybe, yeah. I don't know.
I think so, yeah. You're
I feel
bubbly.
like I'm very close to Zoe. Definitely her competitive streak. I'm a little bit like that. Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
Vanessa agrees.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, and again for Stephanie,
Oh, wow.
Alice asks if you could be a Disney princess,
Oh!
which one would you want to be and why?
Oh, stop. Okay, this is a very good question. I don't know if this is a Disney princess, but when I had a Barbie, I had the Peaches and Cream Barbie. Do you remember the Peaches and Cream Barbie?
No.
She smelt amazing. I would be her. I would be her.
Someone is going to Google and find us like a collector's Peaches and
Peaches
Cream
and
bar.
Cream Barbie. I don't, maybe that was not her real name. Maybe I made that up. Peaches and Cream Barbie. No.
There is one now.
I'm with it. But a Disney princess, I think I would probably be, oh my goodness. I kind of, maybe Cinderella, because it's so classic.
Okay, for both of you guys, Craig asks, who would win in an arm wrestle, Zoe or Irene?
Oh, Craig. Come on now.
Irene.
No, I don't
I'll
think
be.
so. Listen,
I'll
Zoe might be sweet as pie, but Zoe is very competitive, and
yeah.
she's willing to win at anything. So I think I would win.
Look at those pipes. I think, come on. Irene, so super tough.
I think probably Irene would win. And anyways, I'm so peaceful that I would probably meditate on it and allow her to win.
Exactly.
By the power that be. Yeah.
What a nice neutral response. Let's get a few more drinks in these girls and see if we can get them to wrestle. See you soon, guys.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hi, guys. This is Rick Howland, star of Lost Girl. I have 3 questions for Rick. Starting with Angelina Nicolau asks, what are the 3 nevers of your life?
What are the 3 nevers of my life?
Yeah, I think either what you'd
Like,
never
I would,
do
I would
or...
never do. Okay. Never jump out of a plane. Never. Okay, this is the same one, so this is the same answer for this one. Like never do my own crazy stunts, like really physical ones. Never. Other nevers I would never do. Wow, that's a shame, eh? There's very few of them, eh? Just anything that involves like physically getting maimed. I don't never ever want that to happen. But
I think that's wise.
I mean, dares, whatever. I'm in. Let's give it. Let's go. What else?
Next question, Audrey asks, what made you get involved in this event tonight?
Is that Smelly Cat, Audrey? By any chance? Because it's a Twitter question. You don't know, do you?
Is it Smelly Cat Audrey? Do we know?
From France?
We
You
don't
know?
know. We
well,
don't know.
if it is, good question. If it isn't, good question. What made you get involved in this event? Well, I was contacted about it and made aware. And as I said earlier in another thing, I actually have a disability. I was born with one. I've had over 80 broken bones since I was born. And so it's quite important to me that there is a resource and a place for rehab and health care for children, because it's in those first couple of years where it's critical. And if you can get a kid moving and working and getting as muscle strong as possible, you can become a lot healthier person. And it's a great thing to have a hospital like this in our city to help out.
Absolutely. Third question. MC asks, you're a songwriter, an actor, a writer, and a director. What would it be like to get to... It's getting out of control here, guys.
What would it be like to get to do?
So, okay, what would it...
Yeah, that's all people getting pictures taken. They're just too insane.
Okay, what would it be like to get to do all of those things together in a movie?
Overwhelming, I would think. That would be like, well, it'd be like running my own YouTube channel, I would assume. But if I did it in stages, I suppose, and I kind of actually, I would love to try, but that might be on that never list because it might kill me. But yeah, no, I would try. I mean, I think probably it's easiest to direct something you've written. It would be better to act with somebody else directing. Musically, I certainly have aspirations to create music videos for the songs that I have written, and so that kind of dabbles in 2 of those categories, or I guess 3. But as a writer, I'm much more of a songwriter or like a sketch writer. So I'll get those long form scripts out there eventually, and I'm still working on a book. So.
Whoa. Okay, I have one question. Of the fans here tonight, what's your favorite question you've been asked?
Actually, I haven't been asked by many fans questions because I've actually met a lot of the fans that are here before at other fan events.
Oh, that's
and so they've actually and they're Twitter people, and so you kind of get to know them. Fanish Sunny, who's this girl Sunny, who's a big fan. There's Tim and Sue of Mind Reels, and you kind of get to know people after 2 or 3 events, and they're just really good people, and their hardest question is like, how are you? It's not really about the show, because they also know that you can't. It's tough to answer questions about the show, especially when you're going into it rather than coming out of it.
Right.
When you're coming out of it, you can kind of say stuff, but you really can't say anything until the show is aired. Because you can't, well, for one, it's like I always make this analogy. When you're a kid, and say you knew where your parents hid your Christmas presents, that year that you went and you actually found them and looked at them, and then you had Christmas morning, it was a drag because you knew what you were getting.
Yep.
So why do I want to spoil the show for you? Why do you want to spoil the show for them?
Fair enough.
So I'm not saying a word.
Rick Howland, guys. See you soon. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello, everybody. I am back with Laura Jean Korostucky, and I have 3 questions for you. Okay. First question. Katie wants to know, I should say that you are starring in both Hannibal and Camelot. And Katie asks, your character doesn't seem intimidated by Hannibal in your scenes with Mads Mikkelsen. But he seems so intimidating without even raising his voice or saying much. Is he anything like that out of character?
No. Mads is one of these incredible actors who is, as Katie said, so eloquently able to say so much with doing so little in terms of his voice and his face, and he's an absolute delight and so much joy to work with. And in real life, no, he's goofy and lovely and one of the sweetest men I have ever met. So not as intimidating in real life, certainly warm and very, very nice.
Second question is from Michaela. Michaela says, I love that your character doesn't eat meat. Are you a vegetarian in real life? No pressure.
I love that Freddie is a vegetarian. I was so overjoyed to read that script and find that out. I thought it was a really, really great addition to her character and a really interesting thing. In real life, at home, we tend to eat vegetarian, but we do eat meat on occasion. And I answered this question actually recently, and I will say that as an animal lover, I do try to be aware of where my meat, when I do eat meat, is coming from, and make sure, as best I can in those circumstances, that I'm being respectful.
Good for you. Last question is from Henry. He wants to know, how does your experience on Camelot compare to your experience on Hannibal?
Oh, wow. They're really different. It's kind of, I had a great time on Camelot. It was shot in Ireland. So I'd say maybe the biggest difference, other than the fact that one is a period piece and one is modern, is Hannibal shoots here in Toronto, and it's an amazing city, and it's my home, and I love being able to be here and live here and work with the Canadian crew and the great other Canucks that are on the cast. And we had great Canucks also on Camelot, but it was in Ireland, which was an amazing place to live. But at the end of the day, I love being home.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Guys, we are not even close to done interviewing the celebs, so please stay. I'll be back. Hi, everybody. We are back with William Ainscough, the star of Seed. Hello.
Hi.
I have 3 questions for you, okay? Okay. Question number 1 is a very serious question. Hold on 1 second. Y'all are loud. We have a live. Thank you. Pardon me.
Sorry, guys, that was Wanda Boss.
girl is loud. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, first question is very serious from Linda Powis. Would you rather be a giant hamster for a week or a tiny rhinoceros for a week?
I'd be a giant hamster because I have the ability to be cute and I can destroy things at the same time.
What would you destroy?
I would try and destroy a giant hamster wheel or like a Ferris wheel or
That's true.
or the moon.
Or the moon. Awesome. Question number 2. Roger wants to know, what was your favorite thing to do as Billy on Seed?
My favorite thing to do was basically the ribbon twirling because it was just amazing learning how to do a new different type of gymnastics because I took gymnastics when I was little, and I also liked how I had to fake barf, and they used black licorice and root beer. So.
And what did you do? You chewed it and then?
No, I just kept it in my mouth, and I had to spit it out.
Ew. So that's handy if anyone wants to know how to make fake barf. Black licorice and root beer. Chew it.
Chopped up black licorice.
And then spit it out. Okay, last question. Kurt G asks, did you miss any school while filming Seed? And if so, what was it like catching up?
I missed a lot of school, about 2.5 months of school. But on set, I had a tutor, and I got all the work done that I had to do for school. So without being at class, I can still do work. And sometimes if I had the opportunity, I would Skype into class and do a period or two with my class.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, William. Are you having a good time tonight?
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Okay, guys, don't go yet. Hello, Carrie Lynn Neal, star of Seed. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Would you like to say hi to the fans who are watching live?
Oh my God, hi. Thank you for watching live.
We have 3 questions for you, Carrie Lynn. Yes. I'm going to start with Sarah Cooper, or Copper, I should say.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. She wants to know, do you think a romantic relationship between Rose and Harry would work out?
Oh my gosh. Oh, what a great question. Okay, so Carrie Lynn as well as Rose, both huge hopeless romantics. So I'm going to say yes. I think yes. It would be a struggle for Rose. But I think they'd be a great team.
So perhaps that's coming next season. Second question. Samantha Wastcott asks, you have fantastic comedic timing. I agree with that. Does it come naturally, or have you had to work hard for a long time to be a successful actor in a comedic role?
Oh, yeah. I shied away from comedy for a very long time. My family always told me I was very funny and very witty, and my timing was great, and I tended to lean toward dramatic roles for a really long time. And then the script fell into my lap, and it was like it was written for me. And so it comes very naturally, yeah.
Nice. Last question, Adrian Eckers asks, what's your all-time favorite movie, and did it inspire you to pursue acting?
Oh,
that's hard to narrow down.
It is, yes, and I both love and hate that question. It's a good one because it keeps me on my toes. I have movies from various times in my life, for sure, that have motivated me. I'm gonna say, can I give 3?
Sure.
I can give 3, right? So one of my favorite movies when I was a little girl was Dirty Dancing. I'm not ashamed, you guys. When I was 14, I saw Titanic in the theater, and that's what inspired me to become an actor. And not because the movie was great, because let's face it, but because the theater, in its 3rd weekend of showing, was packed and dark, and at the end of the movie, everyone was a weeping ball of tears. And I thought, if I can do that, if I can inspire that many people to feel something, then I want to do that with the rest of my life. So that's a big one for me. And then all of the classics. I mean, I watch them all the time. Anything film noir, I love. And all of the great comedies. Yeah, I guess, so maybe just 2. I'll just say 2 for now. Neither of them are very good films. So what does that say about me? Let's move on.
Moving on. That was Carrie Lynn Niels, everybody, star of Seed. And there is going to be a season 2.
We don't know yet.
Oh, we don't know yet.
We don't know yet. Fingers crossed.
I'm an eternal optimist, so I'm very hopeful of it.
Bye. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
star of Lost Girl. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well.
Are you ready for your questions asked by the fans?
I might be.
It's cool. It's cool.
I'm not sure if I really am, but
It's all good. The first question is from Angelina Nicolau, and she asks, what is your all-time favorite joke?
my all-time favorite joke. It might just have to be, why wasn't Cinderella very good at football? And not soccer, I mean football.
I don't know, why?
She kept running away from the ball. Can I do my really bad joke as well?
Please do,
It might
please
get
do.
me in trouble though.
I'm sorry, now you want to do the really bad
Really
joke.
bad joke, yeah. So, what's this?
I don't know.
Christopher Reeve at a porn strip club. Do you know who told me that? The director of Lost Girl.
Oh, good. Oh, good. We'll speak to him next. Let's
Yeah,
find him or
Stephen
her.
Marco, yeah.
Okay, Stephen Marco. Next question is from Alex Spada. If you
Are
knew...
you together right now?
Pull it together. It's getting late. It's getting late. The wheels are coming off here.
You should never let people drink and then, go live stream. Is the moral of this story.
If you
Do
knew...
you want me to read it for you?
You read, please do. Please do.
Okay, so if you knew you could get away with it, what crime would you commit?
Thank you.
Telling the Christopher Reeve joke.
Zing! Sandra asks, who is your favorite villain in literature or film?
Oh, that's a tough one. Do you know what? Only because just before we started filming this, which was 2009, was just when Batman Returns came out. And to be honest, what Heath Ledger did with the Joker was fundamentally one of the most entertaining, disturbing, and wonderful pieces of villainy I think we're ever probably likely to see. It's just sad that everything that happened after it, but the performance and the depth of whatever he did there was incredible. It was so entertaining, but at the same time, exactly what you would want from a villain. You totally love them and are disturbed by them at the same time. So I have to give it to Ledger.
I'm sure a lot of people would agree.
Would you?
I would.
You would?
I would. Yeah.
Come on.
No, he was awesome. It's just.
Is
it's
that
a
your
shame.
favorite?
Either that or, do you guys remember Snow White?
Yeah.
The witch with the apple?
Really?
She was terrifying.
Is this because I talked about Cinderella earlier on in that joke?
Maybe.
Are we on a Disney thing?
Maybe, that's true.
Okay. Really?
It subconsciously it came into my cipher. No, I think she's terrifying though.
Terrifying.
Next question. Keep it together, Amanda. Okay. MC asks, your daughter has been secretly watching Lost Girl. Do you think that in the next years the
Has she been secretly watching Lost Girl? She's 2.5.
MC knows this.
She's 2.5.
I think this was hypothetical, metaphorically.
Okay.
I think.
This is because I tweeted a picture.
Okay. So your daughter has been possibly...
No, that's not hypothetical.
Okay.
That is a
She
statement.
has been. Okay. So
Isn't
she's
it?
been watching Lost Girl. Now, do you think in the next years
What
the
kind
young...
of father am I?
What kind of father are you?
I don't know. I think I'm a good one.
That's a great question. But what MC wants to know is, do you think in the next years the youngest generation will put homosexual and heterosexual relationships at the same level with no discrimination?
Yeah, I would like to think so. I mean, how can it'd be hard to hypothetically speak on such a broad subject that's so relevant right now. We would hope so. I just don't know. Like there's so many different people, and everyone has different. Oh, that's a tough one, isn't it?
It is, MC. That was a hard
I
one.
would want that to happen, and I feel like we're moving in that route. But you know, there are a lot of other cultures and a lot of other parts of the world that also we need to open up to very basic ideas of humanity and being nice to each other, let alone, you know, accepting very complicated things within religious structures and social structures. But to be honest, yes, I hope they will. If my daughter's anything to go by and they play with Barbie dolls, then I think there's hope.
Thank you very much, Paul Amos.
Amos.
God, I almost made it through the whole night pronouncing everyone's name.
You just lost it at the $5.
I know. You saw it too.
I know. I lose it every day on set when I get those jokes thrown at me. So that's the world I live in.
Thank you. I feel included now.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Paul Amos. We will be back with our very last celebrity. See you in a minute. Hello, everyone. I have our last celebrity of the evening, Matt Barham from Seed. Hello, Matt.
You read that perfectly. Yes.
Thank you.
From the television show Seed, and we're in Toronto.
We are at Jack Astor's.
At Jack Astor's pub and restaurant. Amanda Brugel has hosted us and done a wonderful job, and we're raising money in support of the Holland the
Bloorview
Hospital for kids, and she's done an amazing job of it.
It has been.
I think they raised over $700,000. Is that wrong?
I heard 21,000, but
what? Oh, wow, that is not as impressive as what I said, but still lovely.
Lovely. Okay, we've got 3 questions for Matt.
Yes.
Starting with Amanda asks, what is your favorite genre of movie and why?
You've asked me that?
It was not me, a different Amanda. There are a few of us around tonight.
I'm going to go with a comedy. I feel like no matter how I feel at the end of the day, usually when I'm like looking at Netflix, not my own, I'm stealing someone else's Netflix.
Naturally.
I will always search for the newest comedies. I won't, and then it always uplifts me at the end of the day. Comedy will always do that, and it's universal, I think. Comedy, everyone wants to laugh.
It's like laugh medicine.
Is that a thing? Can you get laugh medicine?
I just said it's medicinal. It's like
I
medicine.
think you got something. If you can make a medicine that makes you laugh, you can give it to the audiences I perform at. That would be great. Everyone would love the show.
We'll take it in drop form. Okay, second question. Morgan asks. Morgan, you travel a lot for your stand-up comedy shows.
Yeah, I do improv with my partner Naomi Sneakus. We go all over the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We just got back from Germany and Israel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, now Morgan wants to know, will you ever come to Hawaii?
Will I come to Hawaii? We were this close to going to Hawaii. The Parallelogramophonographs invited us to do a show. They're an improv troupe there, and we just couldn't make it work. I mean, if there's one place I want to go and hang out, it's Hawaii. Why? That'd be crazy not to want to. Are they inviting me to?
Morgan, you should tweet in and see if this is an official invitation.
Yeah, make it happen, and we'll come. Yeah.
Do you have a couch for him to sleep on?
Then aloha, Morgan.
Okay, Matt, this is your last question.
Yes.
Liz Salem wants to know, what do you like most about the character Jonathan and why? Jonathan from Seed, and why?
Well, I think Jonathan has basically... I love the fact that he can get things wrong, and there's really the next week he completely forgets about it. He has very short-term memory, and it's great. So you can do as many dumb things as you like, and then just move on with your life. Because I remember all the dumb things that I do, and it can
I was
hold
just
you
going to
back.
ask, do you see any parallels with yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I do see a lot of parallels. Jonathan's very close to me. In fact, the memory thing is similar. the only reason I do improv is that I forget how bad the last show was, and I continue to do it. But yeah, no, and I get to work with Laura DeCarteret, who's a fantastic. She plays my wife, and Abby Ross, who's an amazing daughter, and so yeah, it's a pleasure to do it. If there's any more questions, I'll take them. But go to bed. In some of these countries, you're up too late.
It might be morning.
Good morning.
Aloha.
Yes, aloha.
Thank you very much, Matt Barham.
Okay, bye. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Amanda.
That is a wrap. Thank you to all the soldiers from around the world who tuned in tonight, tuned in and mingled with us in spirit. And on behalf of Holland Blue Review and Brooks Army, we salute you in your tremendous efforts to make this night an incredible success. And thanks for hanging out with me, Amanda Smith. Have a great evening till the wheels fall off.